And tonight, two experienced teams, Chris. We're going to see what's something you learned as a veteran that you wish you had known as you were just entering the NBA.
It's one thing that you could not have learned, and that's pacing. How to pace yourself during the game. As a rookie, you're playing, coming from college, and the game is so slow in college. And when you come to the NBA, you figure, wait a minute, this 24-second shot clock, that's not much. But you realize after about 4 times up and down the court, wait a minute, how do I figure this out? How do I switch gears? How do I lock in and play defense and then run my butt off to the other end as fast as I can to get an easy layup? And a lot of those things is not about being in shape, but the mentality and understanding how to take advantage of the next play.
Yeah, I like that. And here is LeBron. Marc Gasol getting his 3 to go. Sinks the triple.
An elite passer in his position. I mean, James always seems to make the right decision.
Over to the left wing. A wide open look for Gasol. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Gasol. Pass to Westbrook. Outside for Gasol. Clock at 6. Over Adebayo. And Gasol gets it to go.
Soft touch of Gasol. I mean, outstanding in close. He lets the ball glide off his fingertips.
Inside. Here's Giannis. Yes, and it's Hardaway picking up the assist.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
For the finish. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Kawhi Leonard.
LeBron is so aggressive, virtually unguardable, tough to contain when he's going up to shoot.
And he can't hit the second.
Still playing at an MVP level, LeBron James, the greatest player of his generation, and some would argue of all time. We can't take for granted what we've been able to witness.
And it's Leonard missing.
Oh, he's not going to miss that shot twice in a row. Trust me.
Oh, what a pass. And then he lays it in with the circus move.
So smooth. Hardaway goes in.
And Hardaway's nickname came from his grandmother. She was calling him pretty, but with that southern drawl, it sounded like Penny.
Hardaway hits them both. First quarter of play. We're about 3 minutes in. And here's Westbrook.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, they have to regroup and revisit their strategy at the defensive end.
Ladies and gentlemen, dance team.
And there's the 8-second call as they can't get it across half court in time. It's tipped. Here's Antetokounmpo. LeBron up top. Launches it. And it's Gasol with the rebound. 1:43 left in the first. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
Well, just trying to prevent the opposition from getting comfortable. Next time, that one might get picked.
Left side Gasol.
Yeah, but you have to like the mentality to get inside, even though they're struggling to finish.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Hardaway with the steal. And Doncic with a clear path to the hoop. Yep, it counts.
Oh, great ball movement there.
They're getting beat up pretty badly out there.
And I don't care what anybody says. You can't keep the status quo. If it ain't working, you got to make some change. So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
It's stolen by Oladipo. Pass to Henson. Gasol, the bounce pass. Now here's Oladipo. Doncic with the steal. To the middle. Here's Giannis.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Oh, yeah, bang, bang. An impressive sequence that has them fired up.
Puts it up from 12. Westbrook, no good. Out to Hardaway. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. And it's Henson atop the key. It's Oladipo on the wing. Back to Henson. Over onto the Kumbo. Henson's shot is off.
That's a break for the D right there. I mean, he takes advantage of open looks inside more often than not.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hit. And we reach the end of the first quarter. The home team,
Ladies and gentlemen,
they're up by 9. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. And buenas noches, basketball fans. It's Latin night here on 2K Sports. You might have noticed the custom jerseys worn by the players. And guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, they really got after it. I mean, they made life extremely difficult for the shooters, which is why they hold this lead.
Pass to Leonard. This one for 3. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
Many thought the Raptors or Lakers would land Kawhi, but in the end, he came to the Clippers to write his own legacy. Returning to Southern Cal, where he grew up, was a big part of his decision. The big surprise was how Kawhi was out recruiting other stars behind the scenes to join him with the Clippers.
Let's go down to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, we know about Lou Williams' story. The 3-time Sixth Man of the Year may be undersized, but he keeps finding angles to score. Williams said, "I can't shoot straight up. I've always played crooked. It's weird, but it's something I've developed, fading away from guys. I have bigger defenders on me, and it's just about creating space." Kevin, even well into his 30s, Lou Will still does it as well as anybody.
I would totally agree, David. He is always deadly. Thank you. Pass to Westbrook. From deep. Here's Gasol. From down in the low post, it goes. Gasol's got 7.
Gasol is the kind of guy, I mean, if you forget about him, he's going to make you pay. Nice work on the offensive glass.
Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. Here's Leonard. Banked in off the glass. Leonard's got 5 points now this quarter.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Outside Westbrook. The kick out to Oladipo. Down to 5 on the shot clock. No one near Henson as he lets it go. Here's Leonard. The kick out to Oladipo. From past the arc. It's rebounded by Doncic.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
Gets it to go. That one good from Adebayo. Chris, is there someone you competed with that you feel is underrated by history, has not been given their due?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I think when you look at White Chalk to Jason Williams and what he started and the culture of play and what he continued. And you look at Ben Wallace, who I played with 4 years at Washington, and he was coming off the bench there, and we saw that potential with him. I mean, the way he led the league in rebounding, his defensive prowess. I mean, the Pistons wouldn't have had a championship and gotten to another final if it wasn't for him. And also, I got to shout my man out, Mike Bibby and Peja Stojakovic, two of the best shooters I played with.
Oh, great names, and I totally agree. And the rejection by Giannis. Hardaway with it. Now defended by Oladipo. Here's James. And Henson pulls it down.
A really tough night for him offensively. I mean, I wonder what the score would be if he wasn't so cold from the field.
Here's the three. It's rebounded by Doncic. Ball's knocked loose. And he stepped in the line, so they turn it over. "59 seconds left to play here in the second quarter."
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's Leonard. Great D that time from Giannis.
He doesn't get the finish, but the D's got to be quicker to rotate and stop him from getting to the rim.
And just fluid off the dribble. Great length to finish, and Hardaway attacking now with purpose.
And here's Westbrook from the arc.
He's forcing things a little bit in this quarter, settling for shots that he'd be better off passing up.
And Gasol sends it back.
Well, he has to work harder to get a good high percentage look. I mean, he's been taking some bad shots out there.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, no need to rush right here. Let the clock run a little, then execute your offense.
And Doncic gets it to go.
And love how much Doncic believes in himself. It shows when he shoots off the pass like that.
And we've reached halftime in this one.
The end of the first half. Your team, 27. The other team, 18. Your safety is our #1 concern.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Now Westbrook. And finished off by Westbrook.
And you know Westbrook has an outstanding vertical. Once he gets to the launching pad, rim, beware.
And it's Adebayo in the corner. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And Bam Adebayo. He just plays with so much energy when he's on the floor.
Boy, he is ferocious on both ends of the floor. Great energy player who can finish in the paint with the best of them. Very quick on his feet and can cover a lot of ground for a player his size.
Over in the corner, Gasol. Outside Westbrook. And the rejection by Giannis. Hardaway with it. Now defended by Oladipo. Pass to Doncic. Latrey. Rebound, Kawhi Leonard.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And he drops that one in. Leonard's got 9.
You can learn a lot by watching him operate in their offense.
And the foul call on Kawhi Leonard. That'll be his second foul of the game. Leonard with the steal. Releases. Nice shot from the wing. Leonard's got 4 points this quarter.
They're on target from the start of the half. I mean, they're moving well. They're getting some good shots. That makes them 3 for 4 from the field since halftime.
No one near James as he lets it go. Good, and the assist goes to Hardaway.
And they don't need LeBron to hit the 3 all the time. They love it when he does.
Here's Henson. Giannis grabs the miss.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
Here's Westbrook. Off target at the rim.
Well, until he starts knocking down some shots, I don't think the deficit's going to get this small.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Chris, the NBA has flattened now the draft lottery odds. And now that you've seen it at work, seen it in play, any additional changes you might make?
Well, you know, Kev, I still a wait and see for me. I definitely like the NBA making sure they try to address the problem. You never want a team to think that they can be rewarded for losing. So I like what we've done so far. But, you know, if I'm a GM, if I'm a president, I'm always going to try to find ways to manipulate and find that, you know, those open gray areas. And so I think this is something we're always going to have to address, but I love the fact the NBA has gotten ahead of the problem.
Well, like the Clippers of a year ago. They looked like, gosh, they've lost all their superstars, but they gave it such a great go. They actually made the playoffs.
Yeah, and it started from the top. I mean, Mr.
Right.
Ballmer said, listen, we do not want to lose. We're going to go in and we're going to play hard. And I tell you what, I think that's what rewarded them during free agency by able to go out and recruit players and say, listen, we don't lose here. We just need you to take us over the top. And I think that's a pretty good recruiting pick.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
More star players changing teams. The word tampering comes up, Chris. Is the league striking the right balance on enforcement?
Oh, yes. And you know, Commissioner Silver, he knows all the tricks. He doesn't want it to be a police state, but he knows a wink from a wink.
Right,
You know
yes.
what I mean? So you got to draw some lines. But again, how do you stop it? I mean, you know, if I'm playing on the Lakers and I say, wow, you know, I think Anthony Davis has the best eyebrows in the world. You know, you got to let me say that. And, you know, if that's recruiting, it's recruiting. So it's a fine line. And hopefully the players have some fun with it. And hopefully Commissioner Silver does his best to police it while everyone at the same time is working through with integrity.
Outside Gasol. It's Oladipo on the wing. Pulls up. High post. Gasol no good.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game. Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk.
Oh, he delivers that with
I can't believe it.
force.
I cannot believe that.
And I got to say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still a magnificent move to the rim. Here's Westbrook. Pass to Henson. And he's got his first free throw of the game. That's good from Henson. Henson hits them both. Well, they're really making a point of keeping the ball moving around.
That's the key. The D can't focus on one player, and no matter what anybody tells you, that ball will always move quicker than the defender.
Sinks the three-pointer. 9 points for LeBron.
This is the confidence that James has. He knows he can take and make this shot when given the chance.
Here's Gasol. And the officials call a traveling violation.
Oh, costly error there. We'll see how they rebound from that miscue.
Man, when you're playing from behind, that's the last thing you want to do. Make matters worse.
Pass to James. Here's Hardaway. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to... And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. pass to Antetokounmpo. It's rebounded by Leonard. Here's Westbrook. No good there. Good D by Hardaway. To the paint. Here's Adebayo. And the layup falls.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're pouring it on right here. Trying to give the opposition no light at the end of the tunnel.
Here's Giannis. Kawhi Leonard with the rebound.
The setup's good. That's the shot they're looking for, but you can't get them all to go.
Goes back up. Puts it up from 12. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol. And that's 13 points for Kawhi Leonard.
Well, it's 7-1. The vision, Gasol staying aware. I mean, this guy's got game.
Hardaway with a wide open look. Hits it from three-point range.
First three of the half, second of the game. Can he heat up?
Leonard attacking 11 feet away. And it comes off the front of the rim.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one. And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
To the inside. Gasol. And the rejection by Giannis. Here's Adebayo. It's good.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
Yeah, you can clearly see which offense is better right now. We'll see if that continues the rest of the way.
Westbrook.
Yes.
And it's good, 2 points.
And it's the fearlessness of Westbrook. It's really refreshing to watch. When he's deep inside, he just goes right at you.
The NBA fans sometimes called the sixth man. Chris, talk about what a difference a raucous crowd, a home crowd, can make for a team and a player.
Well, I could talk about that from my experience, but let's talk about from my experience first. Sacramento, we had a lady called Sign Lady. Now, of course, she had a real name, but she says, just call me Sign Lady. She would make the most beautiful signs. Vlade, we believe in you. Paige, every shot is good. She'd make them creatively. They'd be bright. They'd be big. And we looked for her for encouragement. The cowbells, how loud everyone there was. Some first-time gamers saying, this is my first game coming to watch. Go win, Chris. Or people that's been like, I've never missed a game. You want to do it for the fans, how loud they are, how they get on the teams, how they get on the refs. You got to love it. And then for the rest of the league, oh, my God. Last year in the playoffs, going to the Milwaukee Bucks, their home arena, that new arena they have there, oh, crazy. You want to talk about crazy fans? Go out to Toronto and hang outside with 10,000 crazy fans in the rain while they're singing and shouting and having fun over there in Jurassic Park. And we all know about the great fans that Golden State had all their years in Oracle, some of the most loyal fans ever. The sixth man, the fans being the sixth man, that is not a cliche. That is not made up for PR purposes. That's true and real. And some of the best players will tell you how those fans have taken them over the top, giving them energy to win some games.
Yeah, a lot of energy.
Yes.
And Gasol sends it back.
You got to be wary of Gasol. I mean, he's good at using his length to turn away shots.
But they recover it. Outside Leonard. Pass to Westbrook. Shot clock at 6. Back to Leonard. And stolen by James. Antetokounmpo with the ball. On the wing, Hardaway. Gasol with the steal. Here's Leonard. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to go on Penny Hardaway.
You know, there are differing opinions as to who the best defensive player in the league is, but no matter what, Kawhi is always in the discussion.
Doncic outside. Pass to James. Giannis right side. Back to James. Hardaway from outside. Good, and the assist goes to James.
In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Well, it had to be. These days, you need to stretch the floor somewhat to make everything else work.
Here's Gasol. It falls through, making him 6 for 11 in the game.
Oh, he's been as dependable as he always is. He can't do it all by himself, though.
Giannis is double. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Antetokounmpo.
That's just a needless giveaway. You got to make the defense work for their turnovers.
Westbrook surveying the D. Pass to Oladipo. Leonard with the ball. Guarded by Doncic. Henson with it. Lays it up and banks it in.
Look, it's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Yeah, it has to be frustrating to catch fire when the game is already over. I mean, this is not the outcome they want.
You know, fought hard from start to finish on that play, defended the shot, and then finished it off with the rebound.
And so the home crowd treated to a win. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put it.